Hi everyone, this is Dr. Robin Yap, and we're here with Noelle. And I'd like to ask you first, if you don't mind letting everybody know your background and fun things you're doing right now.
Okay. My name is Noelle. I have a company called My Teenage Tutors. We started in 2011, back in February, so we are now 7 years.
Wow.
And my daughter, it actually started with my daughter.
Oh wow.
She's an honor roll student at Malvern Collegiate in the Beaches, and she was looking for part-time work.
Right.
And she is was a competitive tennis player, and she had a job on the weekends and it was conflicting with her tournaments.
Right.
So she said, I'm just going to go out and put my name and phone number along lamp posts in the beaches.
Oh my goodness.
She wanted to tutor.
Why not? That's
And
great.
she was in grade 11 on the honor roll, and I thought, I wasn't comfortable with
But just
putting her
anybody.
name and phone number
Yeah.
on lamp posts in the neighborhood.
Oh my God.
So I said, why don't I start a little business?
Exactly.
I'll go and meet the families, make sure you're in a secure environment,
Right.
and then get a little bit more knowledge about what the family is looking for as well. So I said, I'll start a little business. And that was 7 years ago, and now we're expanding into all over the city. I'm looking to go into all the university towns,
Wonderful.
Guelph, Kingston, London,
Yeah.
and across Canada, because we've incorporated, and I've got interest in Montreal,
Why not?
possibly Halifax, Calgary.
See, look for her in your neighborhood at this point. I love it. Cool. So, what would be your background that gets you this whole business
Okay,
idea?
it's
How did that?
it's an interesting journey.
Okay.
I'm from the States. I'm from New York.
Right.
I've moved several times.
Wow.
38 in my 54 years.
Amazing.
So along the way, my parents were very creative. I think my father was very entrepreneurial. Had really good ideas.
Yeah.
I moved to Switzerland in 1985 until 87, and then to London, England. And when I came home, I wanted to start a children's bookstore. I wrote a few children's books in Switzerland, and I started a company called The Little Bookworm.
I love that. That's so cool.
That was my first venture into business, and I incorporated the company. I wrote a little French-English coloring book that I went to Air Canada to present many years ago.
How cool is
I
that?
still am looking to produce. I have a trademark, or I have the doll, a prototype called Fringlish. Fringlish discovers the island of Elion. So that, I think, someday will.
That's going to be a movie.
Might be a movie, might be a coloring book for
See,
Air
there
Canada.
you go. Check her out.
Yeah,
It'll be
so
fun.
that's where that started, my little venture into entrepreneurship.
Fun.
And then from there, I got married and opened a lingerie store because my husband's family owned a lingerie. They owned a lingerie factory in Quebec.
Right.
So Little Bookworm went to the back burner.
Different age group.
Yeah.
So
So I started Knickers in a Knot
I love that.
in 1992
Nice.
till 97, and then I had a family. So I was pregnant with my son, and then we closed the shop in 97,
Right.
and then I started a gymnastics school called Gym Dandy in 2004
Was that here or
In
still
the
Montreal?
beaches.
Oh, beaches.
in the
Okay.
beaches.
Okay.
And the lingerie store was in the beaches, so it's Knickers and Knot and Gym Dandy. And then I closed the gymnastics school in 2009. The government at the time wanted to put into place full-day kindergarten. And for me, 9 of my 12 classes were preschool. So I thought, well, instead of putting more money into the business, we closed it. And a year later, I started Ace of Space. I do home organization when Teenage Tutors isn't active, so in the summertime. And then in 2011, we started Teenage Tutors. Just really, it came upon because of my daughter. We started the
Right.
company.
See, we have to show them this.
Yes, My Teenage Tutors.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post this.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you. So that's how it started, and we are now in Kitchener. We're looking to go into the university town. So the territory manager does what I do,
And then there'll be people underneath?
And then the tutors.
Gotcha.
And then they interview the tutors. All of our tutors are on the honor roll.
Right.
They're all high achievers in their community, in their school. And it's a great little feeling in the community.
Totally.
The teenagers helping the young children.
That's pretty cool.
And our little, what's our little motto? I should know this. A local business and a community partnership. So it just sort of is very telling. And
Yeah.
I'm looking to now, we've been doing the last 4 years Tutor Appreciation Days. And we have, since 2 years now, we do a contest to thank our tutors at the end of the school year, but also we have an essay contest that we announce on Family Weekend.
Love it.
And we have
Okay.
prizes, up to $500 in prizes
Nice.
to help the children with their university tuition.
That's really cool.
So we're doing that in May. And Mary Margaret McMahon, our local counselor in the Beaches, she was one of the judges last year. And yeah, we're looking forward to doing it again in the Beaches community and then in the
Actually,
community.
expand later on, right? Very cool. So, question regarding the whole idea of opening businesses. Now, what drives you to open the different businesses? What is that spark that gets you to go, idea?
Well, I think in the community where you're developing the idea or you have the idea, look at what your competitors, what's out there.
Okay.
I mean, when we opened the lingerie store, there wasn't another lingerie store in the Beaches. I mean, that just came upon it. I mean, I got married and opened a lingerie store. So it was sort of a
Kismet.
Yeah, it
Total
was.
kismet.
But
So-
at the same time, you need to really do your homework in that location.
right.
We were on the south side of the street. On the north side, the nice sunny side, so
Right.
from January to April, people want to be on the north
That's
side.
right.
We were on the south side, and business was tough.
Right.
You know. So I came up with some ideas. I had a passport go south this winter, and they would have to stamp their passport.
A great idea.
So that helped.
Right.
So figure out who your competitors are, the market, and just have a good idea. And again, in gymnastics school, there wasn't a gym school in the neighborhood. So that came from just me wanting to be with children. Oh, sorry, did I? Wanting to be with children. I was, my background, I went to school in England for Montessori training, so I wanted to do something with children. I was also a gymnast. So,
I could see.
so
Okay, do a backflip.
I
now.
could.
She'll be like, she sat here backflipping.
So I, working with children and using what skills I did have.
Right.
I also taught French and fitness in a Montessori school in the Beaches.
Nice. Okay.
And then the Ace of Space was something just, for me moving 38 times, I just thought there's a lot of clutter, there's a lot of, and I so enjoy going into people's homes and helping them downsize and get rid of stuff.
It actually clears your mind.
Healthy mind,
That's cool.
yeah. Healthy mind.
So,
That's
what are your thoughts around? There are now consortiums of entrepreneurs, kind of brainstorming new ideas. Do you think that helps? Would you be part of any of that?
Here at Verity, they have a mastermind group,
Okay.
and very, I'm not a part of it as yet. I would like to be, but I think it does help other entrepreneurs coming together to bounce ideas
Right,
off
right.
and just, this is what I'm doing, this is what you're doing, great idea,
You can just find some synergies along the way as well.
Yeah.
Now, because it's always a thought that people have, especially if they're opening their own businesses and they're trying to figure out, one, they have an idea but they don't know how to form it, and if that actually makes sense or not. And for those who may not have had good marketing background, for example, and have not done good marketing studies, maybe groups might help, like some form of a consortium, like what you have here.
Sure.
So it's something that is an option, because yours was all in, like it's all you, and you went through it and became quite successful, which is amazing. Unfortunately, not everybody can kind of do that, right? So I was thinking what might be other options that you can provide as a word of wisdom for other people wanting to have their own businesses, and especially, you know, there's a lot of immigrants coming into the city and the country, and they have these fabulous ideas, but then they need to link to the environment.
Big research, just finding out who's out there already. Because it is, sometimes I see these shops along any street in the neighborhoods, along the beaches, and you know, it's a big investment,
Yeah.
right? And then, you know, then they, I don't know whether it's the location or whether it's the need for it in the neighborhood.
Right.
And yeah, no, I think it's really important to just figure out who's out there, who your competitors are, do your research, do your homework.
Do your homework.
Do your homework. And just have a belief and,
Right.
and really stick it out. I mean, I had a lovely accountant who's like a father to me. He's since passed away. He guided me through all of this, through the little bookworm, Makers of the Knot, everything. And 5 years, if you see after 5 years, you're starting to make, things are looking up and
Then you're on the right path.
You're on the right path.
I love it.
So
now, with regards to hiring, you said you clone yourself. How do you do that? Because, you know, we know what we want, right? And how do you make sure that whoever you're getting?
Sure. Well, for instance, for the tutors, of course, they're honor roll students. So they're grade
Right.
10, 11, and 12 honor roll students.
But that, oh, okay.
So those are our tutors who are doing the tutoring. And then for the territory managers, it's almost, I look to what my interests or my beliefs in that the people who I found so far are either retired school teachers, stay-at-home moms, involved in their own community. That this is an important part for them as well. They're looking to do something like this for their community.
Right.
You know, they're involved in the church, they're involved with their children's school. So if it's someone who has a business mind as well, good business sense, and they're involved in their communities.
Then they're ready to go.
They're ready to go. I've got
I
these
love
little kits, and I give everyone a kit, and I'd like to. I mean, I'm not the traveling vacuum salesman, but I'm the traveling teenage tutors person.
Check them out.
And I'd like to travel across Canada and go and meet these people and enjoy our country and just.
So cool. Great projects. I'm totally impressed. That's wonderful. So for probably like last thoughts that you can share to our audience, when this is, you know, when do you know that your business is taking off?
The feedback we've been getting from the community, social media, I now see on Facebook posts people's testimonials when they are writing in search of grade 9 math tutor.
Right.
You've got to try Teenage Tutors. They're the best. So we're right up there with Oxford and Sylvan. It's a completely different approach. I'm not taking away from their certified teachers who are training or who are doing the tutoring, but we are getting really great feedback from the community. And so I'm very pleased.
That's very exciting. So are you always open for getting new tutors from university students
we're
or college
teenage
students?
tutors, so we're high school students.
High school students, sorry, yes.
High school, yes. So we are looking always to find new tutors in different neighborhoods and territory managers as well. And
that's wonderful.
So,
so if you're a teenager or you
on the honor
have
roll.
one and they honor all, contact Noelle.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Get some extra money, like
Yes,
people.
for tuition.
It'll be great.
Some of our tutors are making, you know, good pocket change or good money for their
Pays
tuition.
for your school. That's always good. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So we're here at the Sherborne room at Verity's. Tell us what Verity is.
Verity is a women's club I
Yeah.
joined a few years ago in Toronto, all ladies. It's a great facility for fitness, for lunch, for
I know they allowed me here.
wonderful women. I work from here too. I just bring my laptop.
There
I
you
work
go.
Here. They've got great meeting rooms. They've got a great fitness facility and a swimming pool and a spa and a hotel.
Oh my God,
And
it's
lots of clubs.
amazing.
Bridge club, book club, French club.
Yeah, and we were talking about how your business here has no overhead this time around as against before.
Yeah, Teenage Tutors.
Yeah.
There's no overhead because I work from anywhere. I
Yeah,
just bring my
exactly.
laptop out. With the lingerie store, it was retail, and I had my gymnastics school.
Yeah.
So the Teenage Tutors business is terrific
Ancient.
format because I can work anywhere.
Yeah, right.
And the tutors go to the families' homes.
That's amazing.
which is
So
a
that's
bonus.
an idea. Join a club and then you can use it for businesses. And it's good. Next door is also Regis, so that's an idea too.
And George Restaurant.
That's true.
Fabulous restaurant.
There you go. A couple of places around the area. Alrighty, thanks. Bye.